Hi, my name is Andrew Novak. I am currently an attorney in the Department of Labor in Washington. I'm a recent graduate of Boston University School of Law, so I'm very new to the legal world. I had written my master's dissertation on Rhodesia's exclusion from the Olympic Games in 1972, and I published that in 2006, and I had continued research on it while I was in law school, and I found a gold mine of sources in the British National Archives, the Foreign and Commonwealth Office in particular, the records of the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, and about British foreign policy towards the Rhodesian exclusion. And so I had written up a paper today on the boycott, or at least a threatened boycott of the Munich Olympics over Rhodesia's participation. And it paralleled in a lot of ways South Africa's exclusion from the Olympics. And the boycott was very similar. And I tried to put that into the historical timeline of African unity on the International Olympic Committee and in other sport bodies. That, of course, in 1976, Africa boycotted the Montreal Games over New Zealand's presence because New Zealand was a very flagrant violator of the sporting sanctions on South Africa. So that was like the heyday of African unity. And then the Cold War rivalries split it up in the 1980 Olympics and the 1984 Olympics. But Rhodesia was, of course, a white settler-ruled, white minority-ruled state for 15 years between 1965 and 1980 when it became independent Zimbabwe. And so it was excluded from a lot of international events, both for racial discrimination in sport and for the lack of legitimacy of its governing regime. So the paper is about these tensions, and I do try to put it into I guess, the historical timeline of the heyday of African unity, I guess. So it's a high politics paper. The other panelists I was with talked a lot about sport and developments from a grassroots level, so my paper was very palace politics a little bit. But I do think it was another perspective of a much larger sports system. So I don't know, I was very, very pleased to come here today.
Great,
so,
thanks
thanks.
so much.